Hello, we will do a machine learning demo based on Microsoft Azure Machine Learning Studio. So first of all, we will log into studio.azureml.net, and once you log in, you can go to my experiment. It will ask you if you want to go to a tour in Azure ML and introduce you to Azure ML Learning Studio. We'll say not now. We'll create a new blank experiment. We call, okay. Here we have in Azure some sample data set. We can choose some of them for our demo. We will choose automobile price data set. Let's call the experiment automobile price exp. So let's visualize the data here. We can right click on the model and say visualize. So we have a data that contain information about cars, model, make, turbo, specification, body style, etc., horsepower, city mileage, and the price. So what we will do, we will do a demo to predict the price of a car. So to predict the price of a car, which is a numerical number, we will use regression. In machine learning, we can use different model. We can use regression if we want to predict a numerical number. We will use a classification to answer yes/no question. Classification and decision tree, spam or no spam, low humidity day or high humidity day, and we have a clustering and association analysis as well. As we here, we need to predict a price, which is a numerical number. We use regression. So we have our data here. We need to choose which column to use. We use project or column, select column and database, column and dataset to proceed with. We add it to the input here. We launch column selector and we choose no column, exclude, normalize loss. It's not related to our analysis. We visualize the data. Let's run so we can visualize. So we have some missing value we need to clean. Clean missing data. And with missing data, we're gonna remove the entire row. For our machine learning, let's select which feature we will choose. Select column and data set. Let's choose make, body style, wheelbase, engine size, horsepower, peak RPM, engine size, horsepower, peak RPM, highway mileage, and so we have duplicate horsepower, choose it twice, engine size, we choose twice. Make style will be engine size, horsepower, peak RPM, highway mileage, and price, and click OK. Now we need to split our data. We will split 80% of the data for training model and 20 for testing. 80% of this data will be for training model for the machine learning, and we need to test if our model is working fine or not. So we split 20% to do the validation. So this is split model. Eighty 20. Now we need to add a train model. In Azure machine learning, we can use the beauty of machine learning with Azure. It's cloud-based. We can use R scripts in R. We can use script in Python as well. In our example here, we're gonna use linear regression. As a training model. So the data will come to train model and it will be analyzed based on linear regression. So we train the model. We need to predict what? So we're gonna tell the training model that we need to predict price for cars. Okay. So we built our training model and machine learning. Now we need to evaluate it to check if it's working good or not. So we add a score model. This will have the data that is already been trained based on training model and the 20% for validation, and we will evaluate it. Let's save and run. So the process of machine learning as basic CRISP DM cross-industry process for data mining, we need to have first of all business understanding, our business understanding to predict the price for cars, data understanding, how our data is structured. We have make, model, horsepower, city mileage, and we need to do data preparation and cleaning. We need to do the model based on linear regression. We need to evaluate our model, then we need to deploy it. Let's come back and check the result of evaluation. What is the accuracy rate that we have? We have 0.91, 91% accuracy rate. score model. Let's see the 20%. So we look here at 0.2% of data that's been used for validation. We see the actual price and the predicted price for each car. So we finish our machine learning model. We need to deploy it as a web service. Set up as a train web service. Which will add some input or output node. Let's run the experiment again. And deploy web service. So we deploy our machine learning model as a web service. It's now deployed as a web service. We can test it. And here we have to fill data for data prediction. Enter data to predict, let's say BMW, fuel type is gas, standard car, 4 doors, body style sedan, drive wheel 4-wheel drive, or 4-wheel drive, engine location is front, wheel base 99, 178 length, width 65, height 55, 3050, engine type DOHC, number of cylinders is 5, engine size 131, fuel system MPFI 3.1, 3.3, 7 horsepower, 160 RPM. City mileage 16 and 21 horse mileage, and the price we will predict. Let's see. Here we see testing. Unable to finish. Encounter internal library error. Let me do it again. Maybe we entered some data that is wrong, like sedan and 4-wheel drive. Or let me enter some real data. Fuel type gas. Turbo. To hatchback. 4-wheel drive. Front. 1.5, 178.2, 67, 57, 3053, OHC, number of cylinders 5, engine size 131, MBF 313, 3.4, 7, 160 horsepower, 5500, 16, 822. Okay. again. With execution content temporary error, let's see what's going on. HTTP status. Array must not be empty. One array is. Go back to our experiment. Save. Run. And again. See, deploy as web service again. Run. Deploy as web service. Let's test the web service. Here, to the pack, 4-wheel drive, front, 99.5, 78.2, 67.9, 52, 053, HC, 5, 31, PFI, port 313, 3.4, 7, 160 horsepower, 500, city mileage 16, 22, test request response. So the price is predicted 127,400. What if we make it standard? BMW with 4 doors and sedan. Engine type is DOHC. And this test. $31 117, and this end our model. for demo of machine learning using Azure.